This video is presented by EA Gamechangers. Huge thanks to EA for providing me early access to FIFA 21. Hello everyone, how you doing? It is Lasty here and welcome today to a new FIFA 21 Ultimate Team video. Today what I have got for you, or to start today off, what I have got for you is a fan favourite, something I upload every single year. We take a look at some of the most overpowered looking players on the game so that you have a good idea of who to use when the EA Play trial comes out later on today. So, this video is that, and of course, don't forget that when EA Play comes out later on, I'm going to have episode 1 of the RTG for you. So, check back on my channel and you will see the road to glory today. I promise you that, alright? So, if you do enjoy this one, do me a favour, hit the thumbs up. Every thumbs up, like, literally gets 1 extra second closer to episode 1 of the RTG. So you're only helping yourself out there by supporting the videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. All right, cool. FIFA 21, we're going big and I'm looking forward to it. So what I've decided to do for this video that I do every single year, this time around I've gone for 3 different squads, and all of those squads are full of different concept players, and we have some defenders, some midfielders, and then some attackers, so that we're not just talking about attacking players on this game. I wanted to go through what players that I think look like pretty good players to use on this game that might fit a meta, and normally they're fairly quick players or fairly well-rounded statted players, and then what we have is we're starting low rated and then we work our way up to a maximum of 83 or 84 rated, because I think anything like 85 and above is not necessarily considered overpowered because they're already at like a really good rating, so they're not like OP. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, kind of. Anyway, so we're going to start with the defenders, and I'm going to go ahead and click on in. I've only got like a little row of these guys because, let's face it, the defenders aren't the most enjoyable or exciting part of the video. You want to see those midfielders and attackers, right? So we start with EK Apara. He's here purely because he's got 84 pace and 82 physical, and he's 6'2". That's actually really decent. Medium-high work rates. He could be a usable centre-back if you can find a partner for him or a chemistry like triangle that you can get this into the squad, because I can't imagine he'll actually cost that much. Next player on my list is this guy, Clinton Mata. A bunch of you sent me a link to this guy's FootWiz page because, I mean, look at him. This is an 82 pace, 77 dribbling and defending, and 81 physical, as well as 70 passing. Like, that's actually a pretty good starter player. In the Belgian Pro League as well, you get a strong link to Mignolet, the goalkeeper, and you can get a strong link out to a left back as well. So I think that might be the play. Maybe for the RTG, a player like that could be a great starter centre-back on this game. Next up, we have Nathan Ake. He's going to cost a bit, but I think he's going to be one of the better Premier League centre-backs, that is for sure. 81 defending on him, just decent pace. Obviously Dutch, so you get strong links to like Virgil van Dijk and maybe like Wijnaldum and stuff, and Van Aanholt, players that you could obviously bring in to your team. We then have Koundé, who 77 pace, 81 defending on this centre-back, could be pretty good. He also plays for Sevilla, same team as Diego Carlos, so that is a great link because, let's face it, Diego Carlos, he's going to feature in just a second because he's really, really going to be good. Upamecano is also someone, you know, you want either like Upamecano or, I think I might have forgotten one actually. We'll check afterwards. I definitely need to put someone in here. But like Upamecano or Konate are both very good options. Upamecano slightly faster, but I think slightly shorter. We'll see what the meta actually is as opposed to, you know, which one would be slightly better on the game. Oh, I did remember him. Klostermann was the one that I really wanted to feature because this centre-back has got 84 pace and is 6'2" and has 82 defending. That's a really, really good card. I think he's going to cost a bomb, but, I mean, he gets that strong link, obviously, to Upamecano. There's some good RB Leipzig players, guys, so that is definitely someone that you're going to want to try and use in the first few weeks of the game. Eder Militao, say no more, right? You know this guy's going to be absolutely superb. Lucas Hernandez. I nearly said Theo Hernandez, but it's the wrong Hernandez then. The Bayern centre-back, again, French in the Bundesliga, could link to Upamecano if you wanted. This is Someone that was very good last year, I assume he'll be good again this year. Left-footed, so you could have that, you know, typically players are right-footed on this game. There's less players that are left-footed. I don't know why that is, by the way. Someone let me know why that actually is. And then you could play him as the left centre-back, which is actually quite useful sometimes. Joey Gomez, 82 pace, 83 defending, 6'2". You just know that's going to be good. But he does play for the champions, Liverpool, in the Prem. And he's English. That is going to cost you an arm and a leg. Then we have Manolas for a Serie A option. Again, great pace and defense. And he's 6'2" as well. And then to wrap things off here, we've got Diego Carlos, 77 pace, 82 defending, 83 physical, 6'1". Gets links to that French guy that I mentioned earlier, medium-high work rates, and he was great last year. Also a 4-star weak foot, so hey, that could be useful too. I don't think I put anybody else in there. Oh, I had one more, and it's someone I've actually packed over on here on my PS4 account, which is my pay-to-win account, by the way. Road to Glory starting, obviously fresh on the Xbox later. It's David Alaba, another great Bundesliga. Bundes is great this year, guys. Is seriously usable. So, yeah, we have Alaba here with just incredibly well-rounded stats. If you can partner him up with somebody tall, I think you're going to be onto a winner. Let's shift it over to the midfielders now then, shall we? With the midfielders, I've actually gone from like CDM, CM, Cam, and actually also centre forward. So we get a couple of players which are kind of attackers in here as well. But we're going to start with Renato Sanchez, Mr. Well-Rounded himself. 79 pace on this centre mid card. He's going to be good, especially early game. He'll probably get some strong links to other Lille players as well. So he's going to be someone which people are going to want in their squad, that's for sure. Uribe? I'm not sure. I just saw this card and thought, that's nice and well-rounded. And there's actually a couple of other Porto players that don't feature in this video, but are going to be quite good starter players. Like, I don't see this guy being very many coins. This is one of those proper starter OP players that's going to do well in your team. Then you get people like Musa Sissoko. Yeah, he's going to cost a lot more. And actually, does he look that much worse or that much better than Uribe? Yeah, the physical differences are there, but this guy's got better shooting. So, you know, the difference you're going to pay is going to be astronomical, but it's all about the links and who you're actually getting players to actually chemistry link to. Wendell looks like another great player. Look at those 70 plus stats and then 80 dribbling. He's going to be decent. Brazil this year, again, another possible starter nation for you guys. We have Emery Chan, who looks ridiculous. I can see this card being really expensive. Obviously, German in the Bundesliga gets that strong link to like Klostermann and lots of other good players in this league. He's not going to be cheap, but he will be very, very OP in game, I'm sure. Marcos Lorente is the other one that lots of people are talking about on social media. 84 pace and then a really well-rounded card. High work rates. So well-rounded that you could literally play him at DM or at Cam if you wanted. This is someone I'd love to try and use, but I don't know if there's any or many other crazy Spaniards on this game that you can get the strong links to. So maybe that's someone that we almost like forego and don't use just because he'll be really expensive and I probably won't have the coins at my disposal to spend on a player like that. But we'll see. Looks good though. And then Sabitzer, I mean Marcel Sabitzer plays for RB Leipzig. We've already seen some great RB Leipzig players popping up here in my list of OP players. They're a good team to use if you can afford them. They're going to be very good, obviously. And then Valverde, 86 pace from centre mid. Yeah, you're going to want to have someone like that. Real Madrid gets that link to Militao, to Ferland Mendy, all of those types of players. I've actually not talked about fullbacks in this video. We've gone centre-backs only for the defenders, and then we've gone for the central part of midfield, and then the wingers and attackers all in the last section as well. But Paulinho with his 4-star, and then lots of 80 stats. Yeah, he's a bit slow. I still think he's going to be a powerhouse in the middle, and that is something to be said for that. And then we have like Allen and Nainggolan, Goretzka. Did I put Nainggolan in there? Oh, I don't think I did. Or maybe he's classed as a CDM or a Cam. He'll be in later on. But yeah, Allen looks great. Now plays for Everton. So he's in the Prem. Going to cost a fortune. Goretzka plays for the champions Bayern. Gets great links to everyone. None of these players are going to be particularly cheap, especially if what we're seeing is true, where if you win your division rivals placements, you get like loads and loads of coins if you get placed in a high division. So in a normal world, normal situation, these players wouldn't necessarily be cheap. But in a world where we're all getting like 50+ thousand coins because we all get in Division 5 or above, that's going to put prices up, guys. So be wary of that. You know, coins are king at the start of this game. Fred looks like a really good option in the Prem. Will probably be a lot cheaper than Allen, but still is 4-star, plays for Man United, has the Brazil flag, so people are going to want him. And then we move on to a couple of centre forwards that I had, which is Rashika. I've mentioned this in another video. I really want to try this card. I wonder if he'll go under the radar because he's a centre forward. I hope so, because if so, I'm going to pick him up. And then João Felix, yeah, I think he looks really good. 5-star skill, 4-star weak foot. People are going to want that in their teams. So, oh, I did have a 9-goalie in here as well. I've also missed a few of these players, haven't I? Oh, we're going backwards. That's the reason why. Because we made it onto the starting 11. We got 9-goalie. He looks really good now for Inter. Quincy Promes, definitely a player near the top of my list of players I want to try at the start of this game. That is for sure. And that's because of a couple of links that he gets to other players too. We then have Unkunku for Leipzig. Again, another player from that team that you're going to want to get in your squad. Zakaria looks insane. 6'3" with 83 pace and 81 dribbling, defending and 85 physical. Yeah, I can't see him being very cheap this year, that's for sure. And then Lima. Lima's like the cheap version of a Zakaria, really. It's a Bundesliga player. Again, Leipzig, so you can get them strong links. And then he's got great pace, medium, high work rates. Yeah, he's not as strong. He doesn't have as much physical as this man right here. But still, what a card, what a player. And then we end with Delaney, just again, another really well-rounded Bundesliga player. You can see why people are going to go Bundes off the start. That is just like, without a doubt, those players are going to hold a higher value than other leagues. So now we move on to what I'm going to class as attackers. So we've got left mids, right mids, left wingers, right wingers, and then strikers, all right? And this is all on one 23-man squad. So if I've missed some people out, there's potential for that. But I wanted to pick out some of the players which really stood out to me when I was looking through the squads. We have Alain Saint-Maximin. Oh, man, it's hopefully going to be a good year for a player like this. I enjoyed him last year. He was very difficult to play against. Maybe I don't want him to be good because I hate losing to people that are really good with this card. But 93 pace, 87 dribbling, 5-star skills. How can you go wrong? Tyson looks to be a solid option that I don't think will cost too much. 92 pace. He is 81 rated though, so there's a chance if people are doing lots of advanced SBCs that a player like that could hold a price simply because of his use in squad building challenges, so be careful there. We then have Gosens, who is a different reason for him being OP. Look at those stats across the board. I'd be moving him to a centre mid spot, that's for sure. He looks really good there. And then we have Wilfried Zaha, 83 rated. This is sort of like the top of the tier OP players, you know, any higher than that and they just become like really expensive, great, classy players. I still think you can class him as OP though, in my opinion, just about. We'll let it off anyway. But yeah, 5-star skills on him, 90 pace, 87 dribbling, going to feel really good in game. On to the left wingers then. This is a player that's nearly at the top of my list of who I want to use as well. Diego Jota, obviously transferred recently to Liverpool, 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. I think he's going to be... he gets a strong link to... I can't remember the name. He's a Greek left back for Liverpool, and he will be great in a 4-5-1 if you can afford them. I don't know how much he'll be, but I do want to use him. He's going to be one of those like first players in the Prem that I dip my toes into that water. It will be for someone like Jota, I reckon. Vinicius Jr, 95 pace. That just says it all, really. But 5-star skills, 86 dribbling, and a 4-star weak foot. His shooting and passing aren't great, but I think he'll move well enough on the ball that you can get away from defenders and then just play a simple pass and you'll be all good. We then have David Neres. This is the player that I want to link to Quincy Promes. And I think with the low shooting stats and the 3-star weak foot, I don't know if he'll have the highest price out there. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but I want to use him nonetheless. And then Everton. I've seen a lot of people talking about this guy. Brazil seems to be a popular way to start the game this year. Usman Dembele over on the left-hand side this year, which is interesting. But again, really good pace, really good dribbling, 5-star skills and weak foot. So there's just no way he's not going to be super usable on this game. Play him in the middle at cam or something, and you're going to skill your way past defenders, there's no doubt. Lucas Mora out on the wide right again. I seem to remember him having a price of around 50, 60k last year, so it's probably going to be no different, maybe even more again. But once again, obviously great pace and dribbling on him. 4-star skills and weak foot. Hakimi. This is a similar player to Gosens in my opinion. Great, well-rounded stats. Could play him as a CDM, CM type role, but he's got loads and loads of pace. You could even switch him to a right back and then put someone else into, whoever your right back is could go up at right mid or right wing, depending on like if they've got any decent stats going forwards. And then Adama Traore is obviously always got to be mentioned in like an OP squad. He's gonna have 86 strength and 97 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. So yes, he will be probably a bit ridiculous, but he doesn't have shooting and he doesn't have like the final product. But hopefully he can just get you past the defenders so that the final product is really easy to just slot away. Right, let's move on to the starting 11 and let's go from here, right? Is that correct? No, we need to go this way now. Okay, so Lozano, yeah, as always, he doesn't look maybe as good as previous years in my opinion, but still going to be useful out in the Serie A. Gareth Bale, there's a Real Madrid badge on this one, but obviously he's Tottenham. I want to use Bale. He's up there again. There's a few players that I've mentioned through this video that I, for some reason, just really want to use, and Bale is one of them. And he doesn't necessarily look like insane. He's got 80 dribbling. But is he going to be good? I just think he will be. I think he translates well to FIFA, and the whole transfer to Tottenham and stuff got me a bit excited. I kind of want to use him in a Prem squad. And then we have this fella here who plays for RB Leipzig with 93 pace as a striker. 4-star weak foot as well. And when you take a look at his in-game stats, he has 91 agility, which could be pretty useful. We don't know necessarily yet what the most OP techniques are or what the meta is. But let's face it, 5'10" with 93 pace, he's probably going to be able to do some damage. We then have Jose Morales, someone who is super consistent every year at being a good starter player. 4-star, 4-star, good pace and dribbling. He'll net you goals. And if you can link him off to Marcos Lorente, then you've got a good base for a team there. Muriel looks really good this year with his 88 pace and 83 dribbling. That's quite solid for just a 79 rated player. And then he has 79 shooting as well. 4-star, 4-star. You know that's kind of going to work on this game. And there's normally quite a few Colombians in the Serie A, so you might be able to get some strong links there. We then have Alex Teixeira, another Brazilian from the Chinese Super League. 4-star, 4-star, high-low work rates, good pace and dribbling. You know that he'll work and he'll get lots of links out to those players, which typically work. You know, you can get a strong link out to Paulinho, have a good solid midfielder, really rapid striker. That's the sort of thing that people are going to want to use early on. And then once again, we have another Chinese Super League player in Bakambu. Not necessarily the greatest at dribbling, but really fast and has good shooting. 80 shooting is actually really quite good at the start of the game, so bear that in mind. 4-star skills as well. We then have Rodrigo, obviously a Spaniard that has transferred into the Premier League with promoted Leeds United. 91 pace, 81 dribbling, 4-star skills, left-footed as well. So you could maybe get the Spanish Prem guys on one side and then like the Spanish La Liga guys on the other and get your squad going like that. In Yaki Williams, this could be the partner to Rodrigo if you wanted. Like, he's great every year, 6'1", 94 pace, and then the 81 physical. He's got 82 strength and 83 stamina and 88 jumping. So a player like that who's pretty tall. If headers are a thing this year, you might want to consider getting a player like him. But he does only have 2-star weak foot. Does that let him down too much? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then just a couple more to add in here. Top tier. Maybe you can't class them as OP, but I'm going to because we know they are. It is Wissam Bennetta. 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. Oh, God, he looks great again, doesn't he? In-game stats are right here for you guys. 91 agility, 90 attack positioning. Oh, it's going to be another year of the Yedda, isn't it? I look forward to using him. I look forward to hopefully not coming up against him, though. And then finally, we've got Anthony Martial. I wanted to add people like Rashford and stuff into this video, but being like 85 rated, I thought they were a little too high. Maybe even 84 is too high. But Martial looks great this year. 4-star skills, obviously, at striker now. 89 pace, 87 dribbling, 83 shooting. And his stats are kind of decent as well. 89 dribbling and 87 ball control. I think he'll be good. So that right there is my like definitive list of some defenders, midfielders and attackers that are overpowered, and I think you should try and get into your team, whether it be in the first day of the game or the first few weeks or couple of months of the game, depending on these player prices and whether or not you are a road to glory, no money spent, or a pay-to-win type of player. And then if you're a pay-to-win guy, then sometimes you'll literally just breeze past this and go for the even higher rated stuff, which I guess we don't class as OP because they're too high rated to be that almost, if you get what I mean. Your Mbappe's, your Neymar's, that type of thing. So that's the video, guys. I know we've been talking for a long old time here, so do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, alright? 3,000 likes would be insane for a video like this. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. You're gonna want to turn that notification bell on because Road to Glory Episode 1 is coming for you guys later on today. Look forward to it because the grind starts now, baby. I cannot wait. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram because no doubt there'll be some giveaways over the next few days as well. Take it easy, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you with another video real soon. Peace.